Hi, in this slide, I want to look at another set of assumptions that have to do with mindset shifts that can also be called mental models. Uh, they're basically assumptions about how we see the world. To be able to see and embrace a new opportunity, often we have to look at it in a different way. By example, when Dick Fosbury won the gold medal in the Olympics high jumps in 1968, doing something that was named the Fosbury flop, everybody laughed. There's a long story about how he accidentally evolved this technique and why actually from a physics viewpoint it's superior to the straddle, which was being done at the time. I think what's interesting though is all the straddle jumpers retired, none of them made the shift to the Fosbury flop. And it's a different anatomy. Floppers have less upper body strength because they don't have to be acrobats to pivot around the bar, and so they have less weight to take up. They can actually get over the bar with their center of gravity going below the bar. So it was a real breakthrough. And so you either make the change or you don't. Back when the idea that germs existed, and if you washed your hands, you wouldn't spread bad germs to patients, when scientists went out and tried to convince medics to wash their hands, the first generation said, rubbish, I'm not going to do that. I don't believe that I'm actually killing more patients than I'm saving because of these invisible things called germs. It was the next generation of doctors that grew up that started, not necessarily all of them did it, but consistently well, but started to scrub before they would deal with patients. So that means you have to have a mindset shift. You have to realize that, oh, there's a different way of doing this that's actually better. When we embrace a new mental model or a set of assumptions, that's going to create a revised sort of set of vocabulary, concepts, tools, and tactics that the team is going to have to embrace and use to make the change happen. We've seen a great example of this through all of these YouTube video clips, where if we start off with line item profit analytics, we can get new insights. And it says, oh, gee, maybe what we ought to do is take all of customers that are similar in size and type, put them in a bunch, a bundle, and then do gross analytics on them to find out what are their common items that they're buying, what are the most profitable items, the most unprofitable items, beef up the most profitable ones, fix the losers. Understand more specifically the service value equation for that particular niche, and then go knock off one big customer in that niche at a time and go for share of customer and share of niche and get economies of scale within a small scope of activity. This is a customer-centric approach to business distribution as opposed to a product push volume, sell any and everything to all sizes and types and sizes of customers with one substantial service model. And it's created a whole new set of vocabulary, concepts like nichenomics, value exchange management, and so forth. Scripts, and 5x5 dashboards for salespeople, that would be a tool. And what kind of tactics we use to retune best customers to being even better and turn super losers into super winners and so forth. Well, what's happening is this all these insights add up to so much new win-win economic juice production or friction removal that both customers and distributors share. It makes sense to go open book and give everybody access to the change in PBIT, profit before interest and taxes, delta meaning change, so they can track real time what their gain sharing bonus is looking like. Well, at least in the Waypoint universe, where I've been working a lot with people that have this whole Journeyware toolkit, Waypoint's working hard on educational resources. These YouTube clips are part of that. If you go to my website and click on the Insights button, you can read 25, essays, 800-word essays on different aspects of this whole story. Waypoint and now lots of other sponsors. The other big software vendors are all sponsoring an advanced profit improvement conference on a semi-annual basis. The next one is I'm doing this in August of 2012. We've got one coming up September 21st in Phoenix. So I guess the question is, do all these things add up to a way to generate premium economics for all stakeholder groups that exist in your business? That would be the employees, the customers, the shareholders, and suppliers. And if that's great, then what you're doing is starting to say, okay, I'm starting to shift the way I look at my business. Because of that, all these things come to pass. But now I've got to do the change. Thank you.